Hello, I'm Troy Vowles, proud founder of the Village at Move Lift Live here in Brickell. To understand what we're all about and why I opened this place in the first place, you have to understand a little bit about myself. For starters, by the time I was 18, I found myself consumed by what felt like things I didn't deserve as a child growing up, realities that a lot of us sometimes experience as kids, and in a situation where I was suicidal. I overcame that. Shortly after that, I found myself in a world of drugs and alcohol, taking a deep plunge, kind of resetting my life in a way, and failing out of college and having a really hard time. But again, I overcame that. It took me realizing at those moments in my life that life was worth fighting for. I had a good family, I had love around me, I had all the opportunity in the world to continue, and yet I was the one holding myself back. That was the lesson that changed the course of the rest of my life. It didn't get any easier, but it was the thing that became my moral compass and the reason that I kept waking up every single day. By the time I was 34, I received a diagnosis that at the time felt like the kiss of death and sealed my fate. I thought I was gonna die. I got over that. By the time I was 37, I realized I had gone 15 years struggling with back problems, pain, a lot of pain, knee trouble, surgery, and I thought I was stuck, and I overcame that. That was a turning point because it was the first time I really took a stock in my personal development and really started to realize how important it was that I leaned into my life experience and really start to make changes for myself by my own will. By the time I was 42, I was 18 years into a career in advertising, one that had taken me to high heights, great successes, but in the same time burnt me the fuck out. Had me at a point in my life where I was questioning whether that was really gonna be the rest of my life or not. Chasing deadlines, serving clients, and just feeling like the end of the road was never anywhere near, and that it was always just that hustle, work, 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 and no time for myself, the things that I loved, the people that I loved. I changed it all, and I overcame, and I decided to open Move Lift Live. What I've realized through all of this is that life constantly is putting you at a fork in your road, and what we usually do at that point is we hesitate. That hesitation comes from a lack of security in our ability to actually make a change in our life. And effectively, that lack of confidence that we can do these things is just because we have practiced being unsure of ourselves. We constantly are projecting on our life experience that practice. So the more you're unsure of being able to make a change, the more you are allowing a life to be created around you that keeps you exactly where you are. We practice the same things, and we therefore get stuck. And then that stuckness makes us feel overwhelmed. I'm telling you that if you take a long, hard look in the mirror and you actually allow the mirror to be all of your life experience around you, the things you spend your time with, the people you spend your time with, you'll start to notice that life projects back on you the things you really need to see, only we're often too afraid to take a look at it. But you do have the power to make a change. You just perhaps hesitate too much. We can't expect life change to happen if we continue to do the same things over and over again. It's time to get the fuck out of your own way. It's time to realize that all it takes is a sense of drive and meaning and purpose, something that goes far beyond any job, any responsibility, any stuff that you have in your life, but that actually is the thing that lights that fire in your soul that tells you life is worth it. You are worth it. It's time to make that change. We can do it. We're here. Often what it is that you just need people around you that see it, that see that potential, that are here creating a safe space for you to actually just be honest with yourself. And if you're not willing to do it, a space where you feel like it's okay for people to call you out on your shit. And that's ultimately what we're here to do. I've had to do it to myself. I have been told I'm an overthinker, but now I realize it's been for good reason. I processed the hell out of my life because I required that in order to get to where I need to go, I feel entirely self-aware of my choices. And that is the only way that you'll ever be able to pursue a life that actually is going to change towards what you want to experience. I can't unsee the fact that physical well-being is not enough. We also have to work on our mental well-being and our emotional well-being. Those three ingredients are the ones that are going to be the keys to your success, to finding a life of peace. It's not about finding eternal happiness. That almost doesn't exist. There will be dark times in life. The point is finding that centered peace so that no matter how dark it may ever get, even if it hasn't gotten there yet, you know that you will be able to move through it with grace and peace because you've done the work already. Life can get dark, but we'll always keep the light on for you. We're here.